Let's give it up to the youth. Loyal to the squad if we win or we lose. It is in our veins that orange and the green running through and through. Cause you know we want it. These squad versus ours, now they don't really want it. Our pedigrees deep with pros in abundance. Get ready for the storm cause the hurricane's coming. Let's give it up to the youth. Loyal to the squad if we win or we lose. It is in our veins that orange and the green running through and through. Cause you know we want it. These squad versus ours, now they don't really want it. Our pedigrees deep with pros in abundance. Get ready for the storm cause the hurricane's coming.
All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to another Miami Hurricane update. The Miami Hurricane is 2-0 on this 2024 season, and both games has been impressive. We already know what they did against Florida. Now they went against FAMU and destroyed them. I mean, obliterate them, 56-9. The Hurricanes jumped off to a 15-3 lead in the first quarter and led by halftime 25-6. They didn't stop there because in the third quarter, the Miami Hurricanes put up 21 points and then coasted in the fourth quarter behind Poppensberger and everything. And then they added 10 points to make it 56. But the Rattlers couldn't do nothing. They only had 9 points throughout the game. But Miami showed again why they are one of the ACC favorite, and Cam Ward is the top in the Heisman conversation this year, which I said this before. Cam Ward is going to win the Heisman. Miami's going to probably be in a playoff. If they continue to play well, they could and build on the success that they have, then they would definitely could make a championship run. But nevertheless, Miami, Cam Ward put up 304 yards on 20 of 26 passing. He had 3 touchdowns. He only took 1 sack in the game. But this is the first time that a Miami quarterback has put up back-to-back 300 yards and at least 3 touchdowns for the university. No other quarterback has done that. That means Ken Dorsey. That means Gino Toretta. That means Bernie Kosar, Jim Kelly. There is no Miami quarterback that ever put up over 300 yards the first 2 games of the season and with 3 touchdowns. Now, for rushing, Damian Martinez, he did well. He only had 10 carries for 90 yards. Plus, he had a 33-yard touchdown, I believe. So, and then Fletcher came in. Mark Fletcher came in. He had 42 yards. Jay Lyles got his first career touchdown in the fourth quarter. Allen came in, run. Poppensberger, he ran the ball a couple times, 5 for 13. Cam Ward was 4 for 13. Whitley Humphrey, he came in. Chris Johnson came in also. And actually, Chris Johnson got him a touchdown catch in the game in the third quarter. So Xavier Strepro, the X-Man, what can you say? He's been the X-Man. He had 100 yards receiving. Isaiah Horton had 66 yards. Brown also had 35 yards. Jacoby George chipped in with 28 yards receiving. Williams, the tight end, had 1 catch for 27 yards. Elijah Arroyo had 17 yards. Martinez, like I said, and then Niles Carr and Ray Joseph came in. They had catches and stuff like that. So the young talent did got to come in the game at the end of the quarter. But even though Miami defense shut down the Rattlers, it's still something more to the Miami Hurricanes that I want to see. And I don't think they have unleashed. They play Ball State next week, so you're probably going to see some of the same thing, a most dominant performance before they even play. I don't know who they play after that. So the main thing is that Miami is clicking. And this is where the last 2 seasons, we wouldn't even see a Miami Hurricane team play Florida the way they did or play somebody like FAMU, they probably would have struggled against FAMU under Manny Diaz, to be honest with you. But and the first year Mario got there, so Mario, we was hard on Mario the first 2 seasons because of the talent. But Mario, like I said, he did this at Oregon. It took him 3 years to get Oregon right, and you see what Oregon became. Now, winning the big game is going to be something that Mario will have to shake. And also, now it's his third season with the Hurricanes. He's actually able to put in the talent. And then when you got Clemson ain't playing well, you got Florida State ain't playing well, you got Florida ain't playing well, that's just going to lead Miami to be able to recruit more of their homegrown talent and bolster up this. Miami going to have players come and leave because they feel like the roster's so stacked that they ain't going to get playing time. So but Mario's building a powerhouse, and you're gonna probably see a different Miami Hurricane. Even the defense, Barron, he had 3 sacks on the day. Also had 1 sack. Scott had 1. So they literally have 4 sacks today. 5 sacks today? The Rattlers gave up 5 sacks. We had 5 sacks. Now, time of possession was the Miami, the way they were scoring. So their time of possession was kind of low. They only had 34 minutes in time of possession today, where the Rattlers had 26. Miami put up a total yards of 549 with 327 passing. 304 of that was with Cam Ward in the game, and then they put up 225 yards rushing. That is something else that we could hang our hats on as well, is rushing the ball. Me personally, I want to see more of the control run game a little bit to set up the pass, because now because I still want to see what the offensive line could do when you really run the rock. Because we got so many running backs back there, and I want to see some explosiveness from the running backs, some breakaways, big games where where you can set up your pass. Because once you can balance your passing game with your running game, then you'll be able to showcase a whole lot more in that. Also, stat line, the Hurricanes have 31 first downs. They had 8 penalties to 7. They didn't have no turnovers, so they didn't turn the ball over. They gave up 2 sacks, 1 on Cam Ward and 1 on Poppenberger. So, and then they had a total of 770 pass plays. So, but like I said, the Miami Hurricanes came out in the first quarter, stopped popping them in the mouth. They didn't let up in the second quarter. They didn't let up in the third quarter. Miami is coming out and punching teams in the mouth. That's what they're doing. You can see how poised Cam Ward is in the pocket. Now he don't run a lot, but he could run, which he did scramble in the third quarter and made a diving leap for the touchdown. So that was impressive right there. The main thing is that Miami just got to continue on. Like I said, they do. They got Ball State, and then they got UCF next, and they should take care of both of these teams before they even play Virginia Tech. Which I said, I said that it's going to be great to see how Miami plays. But I also feel like the Hurricanes, there's more to be desired. I think Miami hasn't shown all what they could be. Like I said, they very deep now. Especially the announcers even was talking about how deep Miami is right now. How well that they got a lot of wide receiver depth in there. And matter of fact, one of their wide receivers, one of Miami wide receivers is actually switching to be a defensive back. So that gives them more um, um, more depth at the secondary, where you have a wide receiver that can play defensive back now that looks. And also another news, Xavier Restrepo now has the 10th most receiving yards in Miami history. And before it's all over, before his career over, he is probably gonna move up a little bit higher. He's right behind Andre Johnson right now. And well, he just passed Andre Johnson right now. So he's passed Andre Johnson in school history with that. So that is really, really good. Um, but I know for a fact that Miami, like I said, Miami has a lot to do. They has a lot to do. They really hasn't really showcased all of their work. You know, with Georgia Tech losing today, Louisville is the only undefeated. I think the other undefeated team in the ACC. We already had. We already had Florida State lose again, and then we already got Clemson finally won. So all in all, Miami is looking to like make a case for themselves. Like I said, the next two games, the Ball State, the UCF game is going to be good. If they continue to put up points like they are now, this team is going to be deadly. This team is going to be deadly. And like I say, I still say that Miami has not clicked on all cylinders yet. We're seeing great stuff, but they haven't clicked on all cylinders. I think by the fourth game of the season, by the time they play Virginia Tech, I think they're going to be clicking where they're going to be completely dangerous. Because if they continue to put up 45, 56 points a game, there's hardly nobody is going to be able to beat them. You be just looking like, well, damn, what can we do on this side of the fence? Because Miami is clicking, they rolling, they doing everything that they need to do. I mean, Cam Ward's passing, Damian Martinez running and everything. They stretching the field out as much as they can. So it's great to see how this team is really, really defined and really being more potent than ever. So I like it. I mean, I'm enjoying it. I love what I'm seeing from the Miami Hurricanes at this moment. Um, so, but can Miami improve? Yeah, they can. They definitely can improve more and everything like else like that. So, um, I feel like like I said, I feel like it's still more. It's still more. Looking at this team, it's like I want to see them on every play be explosive. Especially, I want to see the explosiveness from the run game. You see a little bit, you see them run in and everything. I still want to see the offensive line push people around, move people around, get those breaking holes like they need to. But um, so like I said before, the Hurricanes, they doing everything. They're doing everything right. I can't ask for nothing. They're putting up 56 points. They have scored what in the last two games, almost 100 points a game now. Um, and Miami right now, Miami's the 12th ranked, which they gonna probably move up because Notre Dame lost today too. So all of that is gonna bode well for Miami. Um, the Rattlers quarterback, he only had 137 yards. They didn't run the ball well. They didn't pass. It looked like they was doing some stuff, but I mean, they was outclassed. They had 3 turnovers. Um, this game was, I mean, the attendance was 57,886 at Hard Rock Stadium. at Miami. And I think now Miami is going to be able to bring in a lot of fans, where teams are starting to, recognize they're going to be, I'm going to tell you what, Miami continue to roll, be undefeated. They're going to be more talked about on the national media. It's going to be hard not to avoid them, avoid talking about them and stuff like that. So anyway, a good win, a good cupcake win for the Miami Hurricanes. I didn't expect them to struggle, now, against Ball State. Can they duplicate again? Can they put up big numbers? Can they play mistake-free football? Can they continue to work on establishing the run? That's what I want to see. Miami continue to establish the run and be able to run the ball more effectively. Because if you could do that, and knowing that Cam Ward is a threat to run also, and you already know he has a great passing ability and great wide receivers, this team is going to be unstoppable. You're going to have to pick your poison where you're going to have to deal with Miami when you come and line up against them, because it's not just, like I said, it's not the same Miami Hurricanes. Again, it's the same. It's the quarterback is different. A quarterback that knows how to do things. So with that being said, this is your boy Livewire Sports Media. Stay tuned for another Canes update when they play next week against Ball State. I will be back probably in another week to do my Canes on a daily, but it'll be a pre-recorded live because I work nights now, but I still will bring content to you. Until then, this is your boy Livewire, and what I always say at the end of my video, you know what it is.
Let's give it up to the youth. Loyal to the squad if we win or we lose. It is in our veins that orange and the green running through and through. Cause we want it. These scarfers is ours, now they don't really want it. Our pedigrees deep with pros in abundance. Get ready for the storms cause the hurricane's coming. Let's give it up to the youth. Loyal to the squad if we win or we lose. It is in our veins that orange and the green running through and through. Cause we want it. These scarfers is ours, now they don't really want it. Our pedigrees deep with pros in abundance. Get ready for the storms cause the hurricane's coming.